right, so in this video, we're going to be looking at one of the new features of the Pi 2 stack, and that is the Pi Show Hide feature. And it's super simple to use. So as we see here, I have a text input that has a field name of number. Very clever name, okay? And in here, essentially, what we can do is we can supply a bunch of logic for whether or not we want, when we analyze the value of number, what should we do? So here we say if number is greater than 10, this uses the same macro syntax as the normal Pi stack, okay? But here what we're going to do is we're going to give it conditionals. Now, if you're not sure what conditionals are, you can go ahead and show the cheat sheet, and it kind of gives you an idea of things that you can do. And we have some simple examples as well as some more complex ones where you can actually take in multiple inputs, okay? And some examples with text as well. So here we're just going to say if number is greater than 10, what we want to do is we want to show or hide. In this case, I want to show this text area. Now, by default, it's basically just a drop zone. So you can add whatever content you want into the show hide stack. It could be just a bit of content, or it could be other form fields, which we'll look at in a little bit. But let's look at this example right now. So as you see, when I make this number greater than 10, which is going to be now, we'll see that it then displays that text box. This is a very simple example. Again, whenever I go below or equal to 10, that then is not displayed any longer. Okay, let's look at this next example where we're actually looking at a drop down here. So I'm going to say display extra fields. Yes. And when I display that, you'll notice that it shows another form field as well as some text. And I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And there it goes. It actually changes the content to be some different text. Let's look at that. So here we have this example here where I have a select box where the field name is yes, no, because it just has two different options, yes or no. And then inside this Pi hide show stack, I say, if yes, no equals yes, I want to show this select box. And this particular select box has a field name of love. And then I have another Pi host show hide inside of this that says, do we want, if love equals yes, display this? And if love equals yes, hide this, right? So it gives us a lot of flexibility in terms of what we can do. And again, what's kind of cool, if I go ahead and say yes here, and then even if I say yes here, if I go back up here and say no, it's going to hide everything because that entire contents was inside of this parent show hide stack. So this and this were inside of here. So you can nest these show hide stacks to create some really great workflows with your forms. Now, this was an example of how we can analyze text in our show hide stack. So this was an example of looking at the text and making sure it equaled yes. Let's look at one more example here. And essentially, this is analyzing dates. So in here, I have a date field. This is actually a Foundation 6 date field. And then I have a Pi stack that uses some kind of advanced stuff here, right? We're taking the birthday and we're outputting the number of years ago, okay? We have a field on some of the date functions. Please go ahead and watch that video, and it'll kind of give you some hints on what we can do with dates here. So here's an example where this particular formula here will output the number of years since the date inputted in this field. Okay. Now here I give it a field name of age. Then inside of my Pi show hide stack, I say if age is greater than 18, display this text. Let's see it in action. So here I'm going to go ahead and choose a date. Let's go ahead and let's go way back. Let's go like 1990. Okay, February 1st. Voila. So February 1st, we've determined the age is 35. And because it's greater than 18, this text is displayed. Let's go ahead and change that. If we go ahead and let's just go to, see what year. How about 2015, which isn't 18 years ago, and we say 5. We'll notice that it displays age 10, and that paragraph below is no longer displayed because the age is not greater than 18. So you see there's a lot of flexibility here where you can really build some really advanced workflows based on the values that users have inputted into the form. Super excited to see what you build with this.